Good evening, friends. Today I am going to talk about startups and other service providers, particularly from the big tech, providing cybersecurity services. This is part C of my presentation on AI and cybersecurity. Let me thank you all who have been watching my videos. There has been a tremendous response, and I am grateful to all of you who have provided me the encouragement and have also subscribed to my channel. So, taking forward from the previous video, we have to provide security to our entire digital assets. And you can see we have already discussed about it, right from databases to networks to servers, cloud and everything else. And what are the hackers doing? Taking back from the previous slide, they are using artificial intelligence for launching faster, stealthier and more sophisticated hyper-targeted attacks. They choose time of their own. If the attack did not succeed, they can make it happen next time. They get to know the entire computational environment of the organization, including update cycles, communication protocols, and when the system is least protected. Now they can also launch a DDoS attack with command and control tactics. You have already seen in my previous video. So the service providers have to take care of all these challenges when they are providing services. Now here is a list of the top 10 enterprise cybersecurity companies. As you can see on the left hand side, Cisco, Microsoft, Palo Alto, Fortinet, McAfee, Symantec, IBM, then Darktrace is a startup, CrowdStrike and Sophos. On the right hand side you can see their market share. The whole objective is that all of us can go to sleep peacefully and we get round the clock service. The hacker attempts have to be defeated by the service providers. Now these examples of big tech companies and startups will demonstrate to you how they are meeting round the clock challenges and how they are using artificial intelligence to beat the game of the hackers. Now the first example is from Cisco. As you can see, Cisco is a comprehensive service provider with firewall, advanced malware protection, network security, email security, endpoint security, cloud security, multi-factor authentication and security services. The total market size for Cisco is somewhere around $50 billion. You can see in the graph the first vertical, the first column, these details are provided. Now if you look at the security products from Cisco, you can see top left hand corner what all services they are providing, and on the right top hand corner you can see the various systems that they are supposed to protect. Then there are different suites available from Cisco. I will not go into the details of this. Those of you who are interested can visit their website and find out what security products they are providing to their customers. Now next one is IBM. IBM is having several products. The first one is IBM QRadar Advisor with Watson. Watson is a very generic brand from IBM which is into so many things. Now this product leverages the power of cognitive AI with very sophisticated algorithm to automatically investigate indicators of compromise and gain critical insights, accelerating threat response times. Now you can see in the other product they have IBM Resilient Incident Response platform. This orchestrates and automates hundreds of otherwise time consuming, repetitive and complicated response actions that previously required significant human intervention. Similarly, they have other products which provides cognitive insight, contextual analytics in a particular case, and benchmarking to make sense of security events. They protect endpoints, users, apps, documents, and data from one single platform. And the last one, they have security service for the cloud, which automates code reviews with AI to help eliminate false negatives and false positives to proactively secure web, mobile and cloud-based applications. Now these are the only two examples I have picked up from the big tech companies. Those of you who are interested, they can search on the web and see products from Microsoft, McAfee and other players. I will be more talking about startups. These are the products from IBM. I'll be talking more on startups which are more innovative and provide very comprehensive services in real time. Now as you can see, this is a list of from 2018. There are several startups which I will be talking about in my subsequent part of the presentation, and different startups deal with different types of challenges or problems. As you can see in endpoint detection and response, that is at the last point where you are interacting with the web and internet with your devices. So CrowdStrike, Cybereason, Endgame. For web security, you have Shape, Perimeter. For similarly for insurance fraud, you have Shift Technology. For hybrid cloud security, you have Obsidian, and anomaly detection, Darktrace. So I have chosen some of these and other startups. Each one is different from the other. So I have deliberately taken up from different industries and different types of services that these startups provide. So as you can see from here, there is a large number of startups. I don't want to go through the list, but look at their headings. One is anti-fraud and identity management. The next one is mobile security. Then you have predictive intelligence. Next one is behavioral analytics and anomaly detection, automated security, cyber risk management, app security, IoT, that is Internet of Things security, and deception security. So these are the broad areas for providing services. Now I will now take up these different startups. Among all these startups, my favorite is CrowdStrike. This is one of the most valued company in cyber security space, based out of Palo Alto in Silicon Valley. Now the market value has risen somewhere close to $50 billion. It has gone up by almost 9 to 10 times in the last 1 year. The fame to which CrowdStrike rose was the detection of Russian interference in US elections in 2016 and North Korea's hacking of Sony Pictures in 2014. Now this service provider analyzes something like 50 billion events per day from millions of sensors they have deployed across the globe in over 160 countries, and it can detect signs of an impending attack and kills that threat before it can strike. So you can see the nature of services. This is in real time, and it really gives you the peace you can have by deploying their services. It is next advantage is that this is cloud based AI powered platform, and it's a leader in next generation endpoint protection, threat intelligence and incident response through endpoint protection, that is at your device level. And it's running a very famous Falcon platform which is using sophisticated signatureless AI and indicator of attack based threat prevention to stop threat. It unifies various solutions for next generation antivirus, endpoint detection and response, and 24/7 managed hunting services. You can see it can also detect mutating malware. That is when malware is changing its structure to avoid detection. And it has a very big vision. It wants to become Salesforce of cybersecurity. And its products are sold in more than 176 countries. And it has achieved a very high revenue growth of something like 93% in FY 2020. Now you can see different types of products it offers in various domains. The next one is Darktrace. It is headquartered in United Kingdom. It has received a huge funding of more than $230 million, and its current valuation, though by CrowdStrike standards is low, just UK pound 1.7 billion, but its AI engine is really innovative. It is based on human immune system, the way our bodies work, which fights various types of viruses in real time, and in most of the cases, barring some exceptions, our bodies are able to withstand the outside attack. In a similar manner, based on a similar human immune system, it has devised machine learning based system for cybersecurity, which identifies behavioral deviations. Anything that is unnatural, it will detect and then immediately neutralize that threat before it has caused any damage. So that is human level immune system response and your identification of behavioral deviations. This is the specialization of Darktrace. You can see how the behavioral identification is done. So for every device, they will find out the pattern of life and relationship between the user and the device. Once they have defined that normal, then the abnormal can be detected. And they are using unsupervised learning and predictive analysis based on certain recursive Bayesian estimation mathematical model. I have deliberately taken up cybersecurity to begin with, but these terminologies I will be explaining in my next presentation on AI, machine learning, deep learning and other sub-technologies. Enough to state here that this is a very innovative services which acts in real time, catches the hacking activity and makes you safe based upon the threat analysis, pattern of life and human response system. And these services are provided across the board through email, cloud, network traffic. It has huge deployments and it counts among the clients like CIA, MI5, NSA and GCHQ. It has detected in the past a nation state attack in 2020, 2 weeks before it actually could have been released. I have talked about it. The Barium Group from Chinese hackers, they wanted to steal source code, customer data, and other valuable business information from businesses in the US and other countries. The third one in the series is Palo Alto. It used to be the most valued company, but now CyberStrike has supplanted it. This is also a very rock solid service provider which provides services in cloud. It has advanced firewalls, endpoint protection, and threat detection and prevention system. It has a security operating platform that uses analytics to automate routine tasks and enforcement and simplifies the security. The platform is optimized for a variety of industries in finances, healthcare, and other verticals. It has also rolled out a new 5G security offering, and it has something like 54,000 customers across 150 countries, and 85 of the Fortune 100 companies are their clients. The next one is, this is again different from the other three, Cybereason. It is again based on behavioral analytics. It correlates data to understand what the attacker is doing. The fame to which it rose was it detected an espionage system campaign which was launched for 10 mobile carriers to track 20 or so very high profile political and military targets. Cybereason attributed the call record stealing spycraft to a hacker group linked with China. Now this could have been a very devastating attack, but it prevented that. So Cybereason calls its in-memory graph, which acts like a 6-year-old child. Now it keeps on asking each endpoint 8 million questions per second. Can you imagine this scale? 8 million questions per second every second of the day to detect that malicious attacks or intentions. Its hunting engine collects all the data, detecting patterns between past and present activities, and it provides the next generation endpoint security, and it has various services for different kind of activities, and it has sensors deployed on every endpoint which helps monitor the system. The next one is Shape Security, which is for banking services. So Shape Security provides best-in-class cybersecurity services to protect from automated attacks on web and mobile apps. Its AI is intended to answer a single question: is this a real user? So it can protect cyber attacks against large-scale fraud, account takeovers, content scrapping, and denial of services. Now this is important for financial service providers, and its AI and machine learning powers Blackfish, designed to prevent attackers from using stolen passwords to access accounts. Its machine learning detects stuffing attacks where criminals use software to test millions of usernames and passwords at one time. This is very important. Now imagine criminals are using millions of usernames and passwords, testing it to fraudulently have access to users' accounts, and it protects something like 25% of all US deposits, stopping more than 100,000 account takeover attempts every day, and it has deflected more than $1 billion in fraud in various industries, including retail, finance, and government. It identifies the credentials and invalidates them across a customer network. Then the next one is again a very different type, Group IB. Now this basically, initially to begin with, was a research company. It was providing digital forensic services through accumulated useful insights with a profile of something like 100,000 threat actors around the world. Now growing from that knowledge base, it went into cyber security services, and now based upon their knowledge base which they have accumulated over the years, now they can detect threat coming from hacker groups, and it understands the nature of different cyber threats and predicts how they are going to evolve. So basically they were in a research company. They have threat actors techniques in their database. They can expose adversaries' infrastructure at the attack preparation stage itself, and they can attribute threats to particular actors and identify them. And this system is constantly enriched with companies' proprietary data, which is coming from various sources from different parts of the world, and it keeps customers ahead of cyber criminals and prevent the attacks at very early stages. The next one again is something different. This hack the box is basically coming out of ethical hacking. So those who are interested in ethical hacking, it's features something like 400 virtual labs, real world simulation, labs and hacking battlegrounds, and real time multiplayer attack and defense hacking games. So basically they want to discover the honing skills of cyber security workforce, which is something like 3 million. So they all pool together their knowledge base, and they can provide this platform provides that opportunity to bring together 3 million people and create world's best infrastructure to test all the programs, softwares, etc. through ethical hacking. Now next one in the series is Deep Instinct. Now Deep Instinct likes to call itself the first deep learning cybersecurity company that claims a zero-time threat prevention platform for organizations to protect themselves against malware, zero-day threats, and APT attacks. So they again provide protection across various digital points, endpoints, networks, servers, and mobile devices. And in 2020, they exposed Trick Booster stealing sensitive financial data. More than 250 million government, corporate, and private users were impacted by nefarious malware service hackers. It has contracted with T-Systems to continue its strategic EMEA expansion, and it's led by a highly experienced and interdisciplinary team of deep learning scientists and ex-IDF intelligence cyber units. This combined force is transforming the cyber security sector. The next one in the series is Cybrary. It is a platform for cybersecurity professional development, and they offer content from top experts and leading organizations. It has a community of 3 million users, and they are rapidly expanding by working with various experts, thought leaders, and leading service providers to deliver content, skill assessment, and labs. It offers a Teams product that lets businesses manage training for their employees on the platform. So you can see this provides a different type of services, that is training for the employees of companies on the platform run by Cybrary. It offers a list of IT and cyber security certification courses also for those who have undergone the training program through their network. And courses range from phishing to information privacy. The next one, it's from Germany, is Risk Ident. It specializes in identifying and preventing criminal activity in financial sector where there are payments frauds, account takeovers and identity theft, and it works in various verticals like e-commerce, telecommunication, financial industry and mobile industry. Its product called Device Ident, it works on the principle that every device leaves digital traces on the internet, what we call as digital footprint. So once a device has got its digital footprint, it is easy to identify all the particular parameters and specifications that the digital traces leave on the internet. So different users accessing a particular network will have different features left as digital traces on the internet, and it can catch that, provide in their database and match when next time some hacker is trying to attempt access to your account. So it's a Frida. It has another product, is a self-learning anti-fraud software which is using machine learning algorithm to create connections between transaction data, and it can recognize patterns. That is how you have safety when you access your bank account. For example, the way you type on your mobile device or your laptop, all those features, every time the software behind that matches with your digital footprint left on the internet and with the company database. So it has huge transaction database. Next one in the series is DataVisor. Again, it is in the banking and financial sector, which prevents fraud and financial crimes using artificial intelligence. It is using unsupervised machine learning capability with powerful investigative workflows and an intelligence network of more than 4 billion user accounts to deliver real-time fraud signals, insights, and identify fraud and financial campaigns in real time. It has very advanced machine learning techniques for data collection over the 4 billion financial services users across the globe. DataVisor offers a predictive, self-learning financial security solution. It is providing services to the top 15 US bank and credit card issuers. This last one in the series is an Indian cyber security service provider, Securitech. Securitech is a provider of artificial intelligence and machine learning driven security solution to meet various kinds of security threats. It monitors 100 million incidents on daily basis. It has 3 products: EDPR, endpoint detection, Securitech EDPR. So this EDPR provides a real-time defense against zero-day threats, advanced persistent threats, ransomware attacks, and other malicious activity. It has other products. Those of you are interested, they can visit their website and come to know of other security products provided by them. Now this is just taken from their website: simplified endpoint security, user access governance, managed detection and response, and then EDPR, IGA, MDR, mobile security. These are different types of services they are providing. So with this, I come to the end of the presentation.